Who says tri-tip can't be made like a brisket and brought to the cookout? This is my I don't know what to bring to the cookout series, part 7, second place tri-tip, AKA Trisket. Now first, let's get this tri-tip seasoned up, and I'm using hot sauce as my binder. Now let's get the hot sauce lathered up, front and back. And then throw on some salt, pepper, garlic, and make sure you season up all sides. Then flip it over and then make sure you get the back too. Now once the salt, pepper, garlic's on there, follow that up with some barbecue rub. So now once it's all seasoned up, take some foil, wrap it tight, and let it marinate overnight. Now I've been noticing a lot of y'all do not know how to properly light a grill. So let me show you. Fire starter, light. Charcoal chimney with charcoals, place over. That's it. Now when your coals are nice and hot, toss them in that offset. I got a little bit of almond wood right here, right on top. So now we need to let that wood burn. We can wait for that log to catch fire. All right, so the grill's been preheating for about 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and throw the tri-tip on there. Let's go towards the middle. I got my thermometer right there to help me keep track of the temp. So now we're gonna let this hang out at about 250 degrees until the internal temp hits about 165. And we'll come back and spritz to help create a bark about every hour or so. All right, so we're a little over an hour into the cook, and it's finally time to give it its first spritz. Let's go ahead and give it a little spritz down in the back. Yeah, so we're just hitting it with a little bit of root beer. Good enough for me. And now we wait for it to hit that internal temp. All right, so it's just about time to take off this tri-tip because as you can see, we're reading about 160. So we can take this bad boy off and let's wrap it. Now, typically we wouldn't take a tri-tip up this high, but because we're making a tri-tip brisket style, we got to bring up the temperatures. All right, let's drop this on some butcher paper. Give it another spritz with some root beer. Hit it with a little more barbecue rub and then add on some beef tallow. And now we wrap. So now that it's double wrapped in butcher paper, let's set it back outside to the smoker and let this temperature rise up to 205 degrees. Now let's set it right back on the grill and close it back up. And after about a couple more hours, we finally hit the internal temperature of 205 degrees. And just when you think we could dig into this, no, we gotta rest this for at least 1 hour. So I'm gonna place this in the ice chest to let it rest. So let me give you guys the backstory on the second place tri-tip. I pulled up to my church men's night barbecue competition thinking, yeah, I got this. I was proud, maybe a little too proud. But when the results came in, I took second place and I was heated. I was literally dreaming about losing. Eventually, I had to pray on it and God reminded me, it's okay to take second place. Give yourself grace. You've only made tri-tip a few times, but watch your heart. Don't let pride steal the purpose. It'll blind you from the bigger picture. That hit me. I remember at the point of the event, it wasn't about trophies. It was about fellowship and glorifying God through community. I almost missed that because I wanted to win more than I wanted wisdom. That lesson stuck with me way more than the first place trophy ever could. And just like that, second place tri-tip. Now this may not have taken first place, but it's most definitely cookout approved. Now because we cooked this way past well done and we wrapped it like a brisket, that's gonna leave you with some mighty tender meat. And hey, that's real good. So the next time you make a tri-tip, cook it like a brisket.